name is Justin Boey. I'm currently working with Strathclyde Energy Berhad as a commercial manager. I manage two business units, mainly being the offshore hookup and commissioning, as well as the offshore support vessels. My main role in the company is to make sure that the revenue targets are met through the sales, and this means bringing in the sales and making sure that all sales inquiries are addressed accordingly. I'm 37 this year. I currently hold a Masters of Business Administration from the University of Strathclyde, as well as a Masters of Engineering in Chemical Engineering from Nottingham University. It gave me a different perspective to things, mainly at work. Coming from a technical background such as engineering, we were only taught black and white. That means there's only a solution, either A or B. But when it comes to MBA, the saying is that there's no right or wrong answer. It's just how you justify or argue it. So this actually gave me a very different view in terms of my work when I approach it accordingly. Yep. I would probably want to have taken the MBA earlier, after 5 or 6 years of working experience, because I find that with the tools and the knowledge that I learned from the MBA, a lot of things make more sense now at work. So yeah. Doing this course basically didn't give me any promotion or any salary increase, but it gave me more of a personal satisfaction of learning a lot of new subjects and giving me a very different perspective when it comes to work, looking at things through a different lens, more of a business lens rather than a technical lens. And by doing so, it also helped me when I work as part of the management team to basically see the business as a whole rather than just individual units. I actually looked at a few institutions, both locally and also abroad. I actually chose the University of Strathclyde because of its triple accreditation first. It's known to be a well-established university in the UK, as well as being closely located near my house, within a 15-minute drive or 20-minute drive. The schedule of the classes, the assignments and all were also quite spaced out, which was very manageable for me compared to the other institutions. So those were the reasons why I chose Strathclyde. I did my MBA in April 2019, part of the McManus cohort. I felt that it was quite a good timing in the sense that I had just been promoted to a manager, and at the same time I just finished studying for my project management professional qualification. So I was still in sort of the mood to study. We had to come for classes over the weekends or meeting up for assignments over the weekends. It was more of like meeting your friends. So it was really fun. So yes, it actually made sense to take it during this time. I think the part-time study was for me not really a matter of choice because I still had to work to meet my commitments. But I think the mode of study was pretty well done in the sense that I still had time to work and also study, but I still had to sacrifice some time, especially when it came to assignment deadlines and all. That means I could not sleep for a few days before the assignments, but it was all worth it at the end. Mainly the strategy subjects we encountered during the last semester. One was basically, when I joined this, I also wanted to sort of expose myself to strategy. When I did the final semester with all the strategy courses, it was quite eye-opening from learning how to make strategy, to analyze and evaluate the strategy, and then putting everything into practice through the 3-day SCIP course, which gave us a taste of being a consultant for just a weekend. So it was very hectic, but it was very eye-opening at the same time. I think the best bits for me was the networks that I made, the friendships that I formed during this 2 years of my study. Having learned so many new things that I didn't used to know and coming out somewhat different. Yeah, so I really enjoyed all of that. Yeah. I work for Strathclyde Energy. Strathclyde Energy Berhad is basically integrated oil and gas service provider, providing full end-to-end services in the oil and gas supply chain. As a commercial manager, I basically interface a lot with clients and internal departments to make sure that we are able to address the client's problems and give them solutions, as well as making sure that the company makes revenue for the year. After the MBA, my life felt very free because it used to be full of activities on the weekends, and then suddenly it just disappeared. What I found is that after the MBA, whenever I approach my work, take on new tasks or even looking for new jobs, I do take into account that when I go into management roles, that I do reflect back on the modules that I've learned and try to see how I can apply them for my work as well. I think anyone considering doing an MBA should seriously consider doing it with Strathclyde. Although during the time when I did it, I couldn't get a chance to go for the summer school, which was the highlight. But I think now that the things are getting back to normal, I strongly recommend people to join the Strathclyde MBA because it's overall very fun for me, and I personally had a very memorable experience. And also, I was also recommended to join Strathclyde through alumni. So what he told me was actually what I also experienced. So do join Strathclyde MBA actually, if you are considering. In the overall journey of my MBA, I would really like to thank Strathclyde for having a program here together with CBC. I really did enjoy the whole program, and yeah, I don't have any more words to say after that.